Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Look who's
everybody.
joining me. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. We are coming to you from Cloudland Canyon State Park
Nice place.
in Georgia. What do you think?
I like it here.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Nice and cooler. We've had a little rain, but it's not too bad. It's just, it's really popular. There's a lot of people here, and I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. If you're into camping and you get down into this neck of the woods, check it out, Cloudland Canyon State Park. Okay, I'm springing something on Marina today for this video that I think is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to, how do you think the convention's going?
Well, I haven't watched a lot of it, to be honest with you. I've heard it all before.
You have not talked on camera since the shooting.
No.
And since the naming of Vance as the nominee. What are your thoughts?
Well, of course, this shooting was a horrible thing. J.D. Vance is a wonderful thing.
You like him?
Yeah, I love J.D. Vance.
I'm warming up to him day by day.
He was my pick from the start for VP.
Well, that's good. Okay. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to play a little game, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to give you some questions, and I want you to answer in a concise manner. You can give me your answers and then a 1 or 2 sentence response as to why you answered the way you answered.
Okay.
I've got a list here of 20 names, and you all can play as well. You can give your responses down below. The name of this game is Promote, Demote, Deport, or Pass.
Pass.
Right there. You give me one of those 4 responses, okay?
Okay.
I've got 20 names I'm going to give you.
Okay.
And I want to know what you would do with each of these people and why.
If I were what?
If you were King of America,
Okay.
Queen of America.
Okay.
Okay? Those are your choices. Promote, demote, deport,
and
or
pass.
pass.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Person number 1, House Speaker Mike Johnson.
Demote.
Demote.
I think he's been very ineffective. I mean, he gave Biden everything he wanted. He just goes along. He goes with the flow. He's worthless as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, I'm Ukraine funding.
Oh yeah, you know, he's messed the whole thing up. He doesn't use, every time we get him in a position where he's got a little bit of leverage, he blows it. So.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
So you say demote.
Demote.
Vice President Kamala Harris.
I want her demoted.
I think that's been arranged.
Yeah.
I think there's a major demotion coming.
Yes, I think Trump has this one in the bag, as it were.
But why would you demote her? I don't understand.
You don't. She's a nitwit. She's an airhead. She's.
Oh, you're being too kind.
She's an emotional, cackling idiot.
Are you looking forward to the debate between her and J.D. Vance?
Oh, according to Nicole Wallace, that Kamala's going to wipe the floor.
Tell the folks who
with
Kamala.
JD.
Make sure you look at the little green button. That's the
Okay,
folks right there.
well, whatever.
Who is Nicole Wallace?
She's a newscaster, somebody or another. Is she on MSNBC or whatever?
I don't know.
I think so. Anyway, she's an idiot. That's who she is.
And she thinks Kamala is going to wipe the floor with J.D.
Wipe the floor
Vance.
with J.D. Vance.
Wow.
Yeah. She's
Okay.
delusional. Okay.
I probably have grandkids who can't even talk yet that could beat Kamala Harris in a debate. Okay, so you say that's 2 demotes. All right, you ready? Person number 3. The meathead, Rob Reiner.
What's pass? I don't have an answer for what I want to do.
You don't have an answer.
Oh, well, I want to remove his citizenship and send him out of the country.
So you're saying deport.
Deport, yes.
Sorry, meathead.
I would
but
like that.
isn't he one of these ones that have claimed he's going to leave America if he doesn't get his way?
You know what? America would be so much better off if these people would actually do what they claim they're going to do.
I think he's one of those.
Let me help you out. Let me deport you.
Can I buy your ticket?
Yeah.
Share one way, of course. Cher has said it. I know.
Yeah.
I've seen reports that Bruce Springsteen has said he's going to leave America.
I mean, my life will not change one iota if any of these people leave.
So that's a deport.
That's a deport.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh, promote. I want him to be the press secretary or
Would he
something.
not be killer in that position?
Oh, he'd be awesome. Yeah.
No nonsense.
And that laugh of his. Oh, my God. Yeah, he'd be perfect.
I love his laugh. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Promote,
Love it.
definitely.
Yeah.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
She's another one who just needs to be gone. Let's deport her.
We're deporting AOC. Sorry, AOC.
Do I have to give a reason?
The winkest link. Goodbye.
Oh.
Governor Kristi Noem.
I pass on her. I mean, I don't have, stay where you are, do what you do, but I don't care.
She's a dog killer, you know.
I don't care.
I've
had to kill a dog or two in my day.
Oh, okay. That's the end of the video. Thanks for
Well,
coming, folks.
you
I'll
know
be
what?
editing that out.
You grow up or live on a farm, you know, sometimes you don't have a choice.
Well, there went your political career.
I know, it's just down the tubes.
I wish you'd told me that before we married.
Uh-huh.
My wife, the dog killer.
Would have been a game changer.
Wow. Yeah, I'm ambivalent about Kristi Noem. I guess I'm glad she's where she is, but I don't know if I'd want her to be anything more than governor of South Dakota.
That's what I'm saying. Just stay where you are and do what you do.
Barron Trump.
Oh, let's promote that little darling. We can find something for him to do.
Little?
Well, you know what I mean. Young man.
What is he, like 8 feet tall now?
Yeah, he's a big old boy. I'll give you that. He's a tall drink of water.
Promote him to what?
I don't know. I don't care. Just give him something to do. Boys need to have a job.
I think he is a good-looking kid.
He is a good-looking kid.
He is a well-educated kid.
Very
Evidently,
well-educated.
he gets his intelligence honestly. His father is no idiot, but his mother speaks, what, 50 languages?
6 languages or something
and
like that.
I think he does as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's homeschooled.
He was for a
By her?
Yes.
Wow. All right. Former Governor Chris Christie.
Let's deport him. We don't need him here.
Deport him?
Sure.
Do we have a plane big enough? Probably take a C-5 cargo.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Maybe we could just get him a job at McDonald's or something.
you know my favorite expression, that a person is as worthless as the teats on a boar hog. That would be Chris Christie.
Some of our northern friends probably have never heard that little southern expression, but there you have it.
It's one of my favorite.
I got tired of Chris Christie real fast. When I heard he was running for president again, I'm thinking, this dude, you don't have a shelf life with me anymore. I don't want to hear anything that man has to say.
He's wearisome, you know?
He really is.
Yeah. Let's get rid of him.
Robert De Niro.
We can deport him too. Anybody from Hollywood. Let's just deport those people.
I got to tell you, when I was in college, I went to see a buddy of mine, Jack, and I went to see a movie. This was back in '78, I believe, called The Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
And I sat in that theater just dumbstruck. It was just a overwhelmingly emotional film. And I thought De Niro was just a fantastic actor, and he was. Later on, I saw him in the movie Raging Bull with Joe Pesci.
As an actor, I love the fella.
He's just fantastic.
But as a real-life person, he sucks. So.
At some point, the personal side of De Niro crossed paths with the professional side of De Niro, and I get so tired of his bilge that he pukes out about Donald Trump.
Yeah,
and
he's insane. You know,
I'm just over him now. It's so bad with him. I'm just no longer a fan. If I see he's got a movie out, I'm like, okay.
I'm not going to spend any money to go see it.
I'm done with that.
I'm not going to help support somebody like that.
There are other actors. Okay, think about this one. You ready?
Yeah.
Congressman Thomas Massey.
Oh, promote. He's got to have something to do in the administration or something.
I haven't addressed this on the channel.
Make him Speaker of the House.
That'd be fine. I think he'd be more useful elsewhere. Perhaps Treasury Secretary. I don't know. But I have not addressed on the channel the just terrible news many of you are aware of. Of course, Thomas Massie is a wonderful congressman from Kentucky. He's somewhat of a Ron Paul acolyte, similar in philosophy, certainly a fiscal hawk. He's all about staying in budget, lowering the budget, cutting spending, getting a hold of our deficit. He's wonderful. He is a thorn in the side of his colleagues on both sides of the aisle. But he suffered just a heartbreaking loss a couple of weeks ago when his wife, who was his childhood sweetheart, passed away. Rhonda passed away. We still don't know why. Just one morning she didn't wake up, and we're awaiting autopsy results. But I love Thomas Massie, and it's just, it's just heartbreaking. You just hate to see something like that. But I believe he definitely needs to be promoted. I wouldn't mind him assume Mitch McConnell's seat in the Senate, or perhaps a cabinet level in the Trump administration, although I don't know how long he would last.
Well, I hate to take him out of Congress. We need good people in Congress.
We do.
We can't screw this up.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
We can promote Vivek.
Two.
He's a very intelligent fellow. I think I would probably put him in charge of something like the border or transportation or, something like that.
I don't know where he would fit, but I've talked about this ad nauseum on the channel about how Vivek's focus, and this is what really turned me on to Vivek, was that he was saying during the primaries that as president, he was going to basically lodge a full-on assault on the bureaucratic state. And he was making the very valid point that we can put different politicians into office, but these unelected bureaucrats in the suburbs of D.C., like Roanoke and Fairfax and Alexandria, Langley, they never leave.
Right.
And they affect us to a great extent in our personal lives, and not positively either. So I don't know where you could plug him in the administration to begin work on that. I don't know what cabinet level.
Couldn't he be like, head of DHS, Homeland Security?
That would be fantastic, because we don't need a DHS.
Justice.
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
Maybe a czar for governmental.
I hate the way they use that term.
Yeah,
but,
a czar actually creates another position, which would be counter to what he would actually like to do. All right, here we go. Ilhan Omar. This should be a slam dunk.
Deport. She should have been deported years ago.
She should not be here in the first place.
No, she should not.
Ilhan Omar, you're out of here, just like a big league manager who argues with the umpire. And I will gladly pay her airfare. Take her and her husband. /
brother or whatever.
Little incestuous there, are we?
That's the rumor.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Promote. I really like her.
She's already been press secretary.
Yeah, and she was darn good at it.
So what are you thinking? I was thinking she might be a possible candidate for VP, which I think might have been pretty good.
She might have been on the list. I don't know. But I would love to find something for her to do. Of course, the people of Arkansas would be mad at me for taking her out of there.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. She could be very useful.
Yeah.
Senator Charles Schumer.
I definitely want him demoted. If I could, I would deport him.
He's not on the list, but he's right up there with the turtle, Mitch McConnell. Both these guys combined, they're like 850 years old, I think.
Well, they're both useless
I mean,
to the American people.
Just resign and go home, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Do us a favor. You are replaceable. Every one of these people are replaceable. I don't care who it is.
I agree.
Another example of somebody who comes into office with modest wealth and now is a multi-millionaire. Gee, He must be a savvy investor.
You think?
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton.
Promote. I like him.
I got an idea for him.
What?
He's already an attorney general.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Ready-made position.
Do you think he'd wreak a little havoc if he was AG?
I think he would.
You think he would be an upgrade over Merrick Garland?
Well, I don't know if I should say this or not, but the devil would be an upgrade over.
I think AOC would be an upgrade over Merrick Garland. I'm not, maybe not, but just a thought. I think Ken Paxton would be excellent in the administration. I think that is a natural fit for him. I really hope Trump will consider that.
Yeah.
I think he'd be wonderful. He is an anti-establishment guy who had the establishment completely against him.
Yeah.
Hello, George Bush.
Yeah.
Et al. In Texas, and he prevailed anyway.
The Texas Mafia.
All right, get ready.
Okay.
Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle.
Well, she definitely needs to be fired. Is that a demotion?
I guess that'd be a demotion.
Yeah, I would definitely demote her like yesterday.
I'd like to call her into the office and say, let me see you unholster and reholster your weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to ask her some questions. You know, I mean, she goes on air, was it yesterday or today, and she says, well, we didn't have anybody on that roof because it was just too slopey and it was dangerous. Well, the two snipers that were behind Trump were on the exact same sloped roof.
But it was too slopey.
But it was too
slopey. Did she actually use the word slopey?
Well, I don't know if she said slopey or not.
Well, let's just forget the whole thing.
That's how it came across.
I mean, it was just
me.
a little piddling assassination attempt. Let's don't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
I have not said on camera, but I've said to you, Donald Trump is, I believe somebody told me, is 6'3", and they're putting Donald Trump into his vehicle to whisk him away from the crime scene, and he's surrounded
by 5 feet women.
By women who come up to his nipples, basically.
Basically.
Leaving him fully exposed from at least the neck up.
Uh-huh.
How does this happen? Uh-huh. How is he not surrounded by men who are not at least as tall as he is?
They need some fellers that are 6'4".
You all have seen the images of this Secret Service agent who can't. She's like Barney Fife, folks, trying to get her weapon holstered and unholstered.
Oh, the little portly one?
Yeah, the one who looks like Melissa McCarthy. She's diminutive. She's got no business on a presidential detail or a former presidential detail whatsoever.
No, I agree.
So I'm saying at least deport or demote.
Yeah.
Robert F. Kennedy.
Just go home, Mr. Kennedy. Just go home. Deal with your own family, for heaven's sakes.
Is that a pass?
I'm a pass on him. Just go home.
Don't ever forget, Robert F. Kennedy is historically a Democrat. He is historically a liberal. He does have, in my view, some redeeming qualities. He has been right about the scandemic, and you know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, but he's a one-trick pony as far as that goes.
He is on point with the pharmaceuticals, pharmaceutical industry.
He flip-flops, though, every time he gives an opinion about something and enough people raise a stink. Within 2 or 3 days, you hear him walking back what it was he initially said. That's not a strong leader. You know, we don't need him on the team.
Were you Donald Trump, would you consider naming him to HHS?
I wouldn't consider naming him to anything.
Okay. Sorry, Bob.
I'm sorry. I just wouldn't do it.
You know what? I think I told you this. I believe what would be ideal for Kennedy to do would be to run for governor of California. I think he could win there.
I don't know that he'd be any better than what they currently put up with.
I'm not saying he would be, but I'm saying for him,
a
path for him to be successful might be for a run for governor of California. I mean, what have we got? We've already lost the state. Does it really matter?
Right.
Okay, buckle up. Here we go. Promote, demote, deport, pass. Dan Bongino.
Promote.
Careful, folks. She's getting a hot flash.
I love Dan Bongino.
She don't love Dan Bongino. She's in love with Dan Bongino. And if Dan Bongino comes to the campsite, I might be getting a cab home. I don't know.
Don't be silly.
Marina's a fan.
I am a fan
of Dan.
I think he's sweet. He's a wonderful host. I
Promote
like
him to what, or is that a stupid question?
Well, he's got to be head of the Secret Service.
He's formerly of the Secret Service.
Yes, he is.
Marina
Yes,
listens
he is.
to Dan's podcast religiously every
Yes, I
day.
do.
It
Yes,
is
I
very
do.
good.
Yes, I do.
I think he's a natural fit, director of the Secret Service. All right, 2 more.
Okay.
Adam Schiff, Pencil Neck Schiff.
I want him deported. If it's a Democrat, let's just deport. Just go
Adam
somewhere
Schiff
else.
currently is running for Senate in the communist state of California.
All of our Democrats need to go either to China or Cuba. I mean, y'all
They'd
want
be more at home.
y'all want communism? There you go.
Last time I checked, his primary opponent in the Senate race was Steve Garvey.
Yes.
Is that still accurate?
As far as I know.
Have you seen any polls lately about that race?
No. But Schiff doesn't even have, he doesn't even live in California. He lives in Maryland. His main residence is in Maryland. He's got an 840 square foot condo somewhere in his district in California. And so that's how he's able to do what he does.
Right.
But he doesn't live there. Nobody lives there.
Here's hoping Steve Garvey, who is a Republican running for the Senate in California, can prevail. I think he's a very strong candidate.
He was a baseball player or something, wasn't
He
he?
played for the Dodgers and the Padres.
Okay.
He's not the ideal Republican. He's not like a J.D. Vance Republican.
Well, he's in California.
Yeah, he's not a quote-unquote MAGA Republican as far as I know.
Yeah.
But folks in California, we're grasping at straws, getting anything that we can get. So hopefully he will prevail against Adam Schiff. Last one. Give this some thought before you answer.
One of my options should have been in prison, but go ahead.
Actually, I had convict as part of the game, but I
Okay.
thought that might be too many.
Okay.
Former President George W. Bush.
Oh, convict, definitely.
That's not one of the options.
Well,
unless you're going to just make a new one.
none of the other ones actually fit.
You can't demote him.
No,
You can't promote him.
no,
You can't deport him.
no.
And you can pass or
Let's
You
just
wanna convict.
resign all the Bushes to history. I never did like that family from the get-go.
she really didn't. I did. She didn't.
No, I never did.
And she was right. But don't tell her.
The
I said
first argument we ever had was over either him or Dick
It
Cheney.
was a humdinger, as I recall. That was back during my neocon days when I was all for anything George Bush wanted to do after 9/11.
Yeah.
And I was,
You were,
and she was right.
I was what, babe?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, there you have it. Promote, demote, deport, pass. You got anything to add to this?
Y'all put your comments in. I want to know what you think about all these people.
Sure, and like this video, give it an old big thumbs up down below.
And buy me a coffee.
Yeah, buy us a coffee because we love coffee. Listen,
love
if you have
coffee.
not subscribed, what's wrong with you people? Have you not subscribed to this channel yet? The old Triple T channel? Come on, let's get this thing going. Subscribe to this channel, like this channel, give a thumbs up to this channel, and share this channel on your social media outlets. This is Trailer Trash Tim, and
Marina.
we will see you soon.